What is up? It's your boy Aing, bringing to you guys a brand new freaking video, man. So look, listen, today we got an exciting one. Today we got a sad one, but an informative one nonetheless. So this is my beautiful Tacoma. This is my 2021 Toyota Tacoma SR5. Now, it's pretty much completely stock. There's a few things that I've changed, little minor things that I guess have improved the truck. But if you don't know, I had a 2020 TRD Sport that I modified rather heavily, more than what most people would do. Most people will change the tires, change some lights, and call it a day. I went all out, and I went with the lift. I put bigger tires, I put different wheels on, I did interior modifications. I did so many modifications. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, and that's what we're talking about in today's video. We're gonna be talking about the top 3 worst mods that I did on my Toyota Tacoma. I mainly make these videos just so that people like me, people like you, can understand what mods to do and what mods not to do, because there's a lot of modifications that you see online and you're like, wow, that's so sick, let me try it out, wow, that is so cool, I need to have it. Until you have it, it's not so cool. So we're gonna start off. The number 1 mod was the interior lighting, not the LED white light, but the lighting that I had down here and then down there and then behind these 2 seats. Now, don't get me wrong, it was an absolute party trick. People loved it. I remember when I got it, I literally drove to people's houses just to show them at night. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. First off, you have to give up 1 USB port. Depending on how many people are in your car, that can be kind of costly. It was difficult to install as well, because you have to run wires all down through there, and then you have to tuck it underneath the seat, underneath that seat, and then behind these 2 seats. And as a beginner, it just wasn't worth it. It would give me problems. I was trying to turn it on, wouldn't work. I tried to turn it off, it wouldn't work. If you didn't turn it off before you actually turned off your vehicle, it was problemsome. I would turn on the truck and everything would flicker because there was so much power being pulled by those lights that it just made it uncomfortable. At any moment, I was ready for my battery to die. Number 2, I mean, OG, like OG subscribers will know this fail. This was the most embarrassing, the worst modification. This one is the worst. Just the upside of what it gives you versus the downside was extremely horrible. The actual gas cap mod. You take this off and you put in a new gas cap. Let me give you some backstory. So it was me, it was Sandy. We just got the quicksand Tacoma. We wanted to take care of it as much as we can. And well, we were scared that someone was gonna put like soda or sugar down our gas tank, if that makes any sense. So we wanted to get a locking gas cap. Now, in theory, that is sick. It should be pretty standard, some way that you can only open the gas tank from inside, but with Tacomas it's not the case. Unfortunately, I tell Sandy, babe, order this for me please. She was working, I was working, but she had a little bit more leniency at her job to be on her phone, so she orders it for me. In her defense, she asked me if it was the right one. I said, yeah, whatever, cool, it'll work, but it didn't. But it was the most embarrassing thing. It wasn't the right gas cap. We put it in and we screwed it in all the way. I heard it lock and I was like, let's go. But then to get it out was rather embarrassing. I had to pry it out with the screwdriver, with some clamps. I ended up getting the right one, but it throws up a check engine light because it's not the original. I guess the fumes end up coming out and it thinks something's leaking. It's not a good mod. Just park your vehicle somewhere more safe, more secure, instead of doing that mod. And last but not least, this one may come as a surprise, the lift kit. The lift kit was not what I expected. I don't know why I'm throwing these fingers up. It just wasn't what I thought. I thought I was gonna lift the truck and it was gonna be all sunshine and rainbows. First off, installing it, at the time I was trying to install it, people were trying to tax me over the head. Only one guy was willing to do it. The dude was booked for like 2 months. The ride wasn't what I thought it would be. Now, for the people who are gonna get in the comment section and absolutely roast me, I get it. I was a beginner, I was a newbie, I didn't know. Now I know. If you lift it, you're gonna sacrifice some ride quality. For me, I daily drive this vehicle. I take it on long road trips. I explore with it. I do so much stuff with it. So, you know, driving and ride is very important. I do plan on lifting this truck. I do plan on getting a different lift that should be a little bit better, but even then you are gonna sacrifice a little bit. After I lifted the truck, it never was aligned properly. I took it to a shop, paid like $150 for them to align it. I took it multiple times. I mean, I remember I watched 3 Rob Motive live streams, 3, and it still wasn't right. If you don't know what that means, that was 3 weeks. Then I took it to a completely different shop, drove like an hour away, and it just caused so many problems to get it aligned, just so when it was finally done, still leaned. Now, I don't want to blame it because I have a few subscribers who also deal with this and they're stock. So maybe it was just Toyota, I don't know. I blame the lift because it wasn't doing it before. Another thing that people don't talk about is you're taller up off the ground, so wind drag is no joke. I mean, if you're driving at like 60, 70 miles an hour, the truck is like this, and you can't control it because all that wind is going under your truck and trying to, you know, push you around, and it wasn't the most comfortable thing ever. So I think these 3 mods are very, very important. I think these 3 mods can teach someone something. I just got scared. You see these things online and you think they're absolutely cool. You think that you must have them, but in reality, they stir up some trouble. That's why I'm glad that I have this truck now. I can start all over, I can start fresh, and I can, well, do it the right way. With that being said, let me know what the 3 worst mods or the worst mod that you've done on your Tacoma is. I'm very interested. A lot of people have different opinions, but for me, these are the 3 worst. By far, nothing else even compares. But nonetheless, it's been your boy. I'm Married Like an Audi. I'll see you tomorrow. Cinco de Malo. Peace. It is hot. Oh my God, my phone is melting. Jeez Louise.